Parliament says it is unsatisfactory because, amongst many things, the Bank of Ghana Act stipulates that the Bank of Ghana cannot provide finances to the government in excess of 5% of the previous year's revenue. Hence, when they were making all of these finances available to the government, it was in breach of the Bank of Ghana Act. Hence, Dr. Ernest Anderson must go, his governors must go, and in effect, the government which supervise all of this as well must go. And so that culminated into the protest which has been witnessed here today, which is currently ongoing, here at the Obra Sport. And perhaps we'll speak again to some of the elderly as well. Mommy, if you can just speak to us, why you're here today when you could be home resting? Why are you here today?
Akufuado nani onu na baomia yempia mukura omama ya pin yentumi yachi wakrom yebako school amuko 3 days 4 days spend omuaba adan obekuye oba ye sana ayuasi nuti ansa oba sana yenu suti ansa oba bekuye akufuado onu ni kromfo Amunja sikana musi ayuanu 30 billion obuwa.
Right, so I keep mentioning or reiterating the point that it's not just the young who are here, but the elderly as well, and the women as well are here in their numbers as well. We'll speak to a lot more of them and perhaps gauge the mood as to exactly what it is that is their concern. Mommy, why are you here? What is it that is worrying you so much that you've left your home to be here?
Family and friends are the never na mahama na plodwana free school amita komne ni fupam school fees nyeten ni kamoga kam ni fupam food stamps akhoshi ni temi aplio provisions ni temi aplio balo ni temi aplio sami kuku na no jokeke no joko na mi ava noni na mi akpe
Right, so she was speaking, Evan was seeking to make the point and make it quite clearly that they are suffering. And since the current administration took over, it's been one difficulty unto the other. This wasn't how it all was when the current administration took over. But there's been increasing difficulty, increasing hardship. Their kids go to school, it doesn't take long for them to return home, food stamps and the likes. They are unable to bear the cost and the likes. And so they are asking that the president leaves and then the NDC flag bearer, John Mahama, takes over to steer the affairs of the country. And so the protest is continuing in earnest. But if you look across, you see the multitude of individuals going up ahead of us, all the way, filling up the streets in their hundreds and their thousands, all over the streets, occupied, as they continue to scream loudly away. Hundreds of these demonstrators continue in earnest, and the march is continuing. Nonetheless, there's a stop again from the leadership front of the MPs as hundreds of the demonstrators continue to make their way. Some of the individuals who are stuck in traffic have their hands to their jaws and watching on. They have little to no option as to what to do with the traffic situation continuing to build up as the protesters in their numbers continue to fill the streets. In different groupings, they continue to chant loudly, Jama songs and the likes, singing loudly, chanting loudly, some taking their phones. But this placard is of interest. It says, Baumia, give the economy a showdown. And the vice president has been speaking in recent times where he said he was going to give the NDC a showdown. But he says that he wants the vice president to give the economy rather a showdown. And so just the complex web of narratives from the different individuals, and really it is a different subject matter for every person. What it is that bothers them the most, they come up here, they speak to, and we'll try and go up ahead as well, and then just have you see in your shot really what the numbers look like. And the minority leadership again, in their numbers again, the different groupings, the minority leader, Dr. Kesa Latofosin, the chair of the NDC as well, the minority chief whip as well, Kwame Gavin Zagboja, all in different groupings as well. In their numbers, we've seen Francis Xavier Sosu as well in quite ecstatic mood. And so they are in no hurry at all in the procession towards the Bank of Ghana. And we'll be speaking to them, but it continues to be a joyous atmosphere for them. And the order has come again from the leadership, the security detail, who are asking that perhaps they move forward a bit and then they create a bit more space for the leadership, who are taking their strides really slowly and taking it all really slowly, I should say. Brisk walking, in no hurry at all, brief conversations, hands held, chit-chat here and there, some dancing, others doing other things and the likes. And it's a different atmosphere compared to the multitudes of individuals who are up ahead as well. But the procession is continuing nonetheless. And even if you look behind the leadership of the NDC and the minority who are here, you still find lots of individuals behind the leadership of the minority, the NDC, and the likes. And so it just paints for you a picture really of what the numbers are like for today's protest. They said they were looking towards 100,000. The minority leader mentioned that 50,000 individuals would be on the streets today to be a part of this Occupy BoG protest. And so we're going to be going up a bit higher so that we can paint a picture for you as to what really the case is here. But the minority leader in your shot as well, Kwame Gavin Zagboja as well in your shot. Perhaps he will be the next individual I'll pick thoughts from as the NDC chair as well. He has a red cloth in his neck, tied really hard, but we'll be getting thoughts as well from all of these individuals. It's the Occupy Bank of Ghana demonstration, and you're live on TV3 Live on 3FM and a host of other affiliates from across the country as we continue to stream live on Facebook, DSTV channel 279 as well. This is the Occupy BoG protest by the NDC minority in conjunction with different groupings, ASEPA, COPEC, Arise Ghana as well, they are here as well. And in different groupings, they continue in their march. Now they are headed towards the Adabraka market area, and they'll continue in their procession headed towards the Farisco traffic light as well. And the procession is continuing here as we continue on this Occupy BoG protest by the NDC minority. I keep mentioning the minority because they have instigated all of this really, where they've had support from ASEPA, Fix the Country, COPEC Ghana, the PNC, and the Eagle Party. I think I saw an individual from there as well, are all present in their numbers as well. Perhaps Dr. Kwabena Donko as well has decided to join his colleagues now as well. He has a Ghana flag wrapped around his neck as well. The Deputy Minority Whip, Comfort Doyo Kujo as well, is in your shorts as well. And interestingly, they continue to be in absolutely no hurry. The police and internal party security are aiding in the procession to ensure that it is all smooth all throughout today. And of course, some of the other individuals as well are here speaking and making their claims that the light needs to shine over the darkness of corruption and other things. The internal security of the party continues to chauffeur the individuals across the streets with hands held to ensure that everything is peaceful. We're still now trying the Adabraya headed towards the individuals, one of the civil society groups as well, who have decided to partner the NDC minority as well is here as well with the national youth organizer of the NDC as well. Perhaps I'll just pick quick thoughts from you as well. You spoke to the masses a short while ago at Circle as well, and you said that you're not and that you're marching head on towards the Bank of Ghana premises today.
Exactly so. That is where we are heading towards.
And I mean, there's been different explanations. The police yesterday was forced to organize, I won't say forced, but the police yesterday organized a news conference stating that if you want to end up at the Bank of Ghana, you should be in court getting the requisite permit to do that. Once you haven't done that, they don't know anything in relation to occupying the Bank of Ghana.
We don't need a permit. The Constitution is very clear as to routes we intend to demonstrate on. We served the police with a letter, we served them with our routes, we agreed the routes before yesterday. So if the police wants to alter the routes, it is up to them to go to court to get a court order to alter the routes. But it is not the way they wanted it. We are heading towards the Bank of Ghana, so the police should come forward and stop us.
I mean, come forward and stop you in what sense?
No, because we have a legal permit. We have written to the police, we've gone through the processes, they have gone to court, and we've done what we have to do. So you don't come and change the rules or the rules of the game at the 11th hour. That we will not tolerate. It is part of their intimidation tactics, and we are not going to be intimidated by the Ghana Police Service.
Not going to be intimidated, but we've seen a cross-section of internal party security as well, ensuring that everything goes according to plan.
We have always organized our internal party security anytime we are out demonstrating. The NDC, which I lead a youth wing, is a law-abiding political party. So we try and do as much as we can anytime we are demonstrating, not to break the laws of Ghana. That notwithstanding, we won't allow ourselves to be intimidated. We will respect what the laws are, we will stick to the rules of engagement, but we will not allow the police alter the rules of engagement at the 11th hour. That we will not tolerate.
Right then, Pablo, he's the national youth organizer of the NDC. So maybe I'll just...